brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. I'm Keith Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock. Spots in the NFC Championship game. This one is underway. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on a return to the 27. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why
he isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Laporta with the grab. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to go. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. He starts his return from the 23. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He doesn't get much beyond the line. Yard post. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board. First drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Motioning Williams left. On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. They go play action with Goff. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Goff now, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Vikings football. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of this shotgun, a gift to A.J. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled by Jack Campbell. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Their linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it wins.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running with A.J. and out of the gun. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They send him left out of the slot. 2nd and 4. And then someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot for a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring 4 and 2. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They send the tight end in motion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Goff on 1st and 10. St. Brown's got it. Complete. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. It opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Has a lane inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. The Lions will jump out to a 7-0 Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the third time's the charm for them. They find some success. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he's brought down for a loss. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee. Back to the line they go. It's second down. McCarthy operating from the pistol. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Peoples-Jones on the Lions' return. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now the Lions' offense gets ready to return to the field. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Will be caught by Cooper. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now gone. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down. Out of the shotgun, gone. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Ooh, almost a throw to Costin. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's Achan up the middle. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up third and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Going on third, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but still going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled in knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Continuing to move past the 45. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. The Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Covered with a return here. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from them on the road in the postseason. To throw. Here's McCarthy. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. Lucky they couldn't hang on to it. It's an incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? The quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
We give inside to Akers. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 33.
So much to like about that run, particularly when he was able to get out. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down would be so demoralizing to that defense.
And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. And it is just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Toss play left, Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He puts it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, in that case of toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 2-score game. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they're going to bring him down at the 39-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Achane on the inside give. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Splits a couple of defenders and
with that. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space,
It doesn't make it beyond the line. 4th and 4 coming up.
you know those big guys are top. If you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big palm in the air and knock that ball away.
McCarthy to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So close to get off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession. Sit on the bench, get their breath.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game in the first half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He finds Laporta. And he goes out. Just need one more step there to reach midfield.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Off play action. Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Defensive play, John loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Goff to the air now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Jack Fox on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Vikings center running back Devon Achane getting back to work. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Lions return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. On first down, it's Goff. This one's Goff. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Pick up for 2. Brings up second and goal.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it up and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. The Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Covered with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they get to him right on the line on this one and take him down. The big play drives them backward. Second down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Have a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Trying again following the set. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. McCarthy throwing here. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Bringing it over the middle, incomplete.
You can just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Won't be caught out wide. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. All set up now for first and 10. Now a handoff to A.J. He's pushed straight ahead. That's maybe a yard at most. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
That is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty play. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Still third down.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Now it's McCarthy. Looking for a target. To a crazy move, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Stays in. No place to go. They beat him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap here to go. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the shotgun, gone. Good Portal with the grab. And it's still not enough for the first. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jack Fox on to put a charge into this punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Oh, they get him yet again. Ryan Branch has it. And the Lions get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
There's some serious self-starter going on here. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
This is complete to Gibbs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these 2 teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our 2nd half gets underway. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after what looks like a yard gain. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. He gets it ahead, lines up with about 3. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find a soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. He finds Laporta. And he'll go down, and we'll see right at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
Inside the 30. And he will get this to the end zone for a team-one touchdown. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. Hubbard with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them Hornets, you call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I think one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First and 10 from the 41. Now McCarthy. Hubbard hauls it in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on the great shoot for completion. That's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And now we'll have to take a moment for an injured player, and it's a significant one. Tight end T.J. Hawkinson in some pain after the play. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy now, blitz coming. Complete beyond the marker. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. This will be caught by Cooper. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. create space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now gone. He gets this one to People's Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. Goff back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Pass complete to Gibbs. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just...
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Lions ready for the punt. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. He fields it cleanly. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. A-Chain again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? Recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
You set it down, score him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Able to find White. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on a quick hitter. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. From the 37. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Kick the running back in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
McCarthy trying again on second down. Wright reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Has it on the slant. Touchdown, Minnesota. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. First and 10 now from the 30. Start on the ground with Gibbs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. Just 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Gibbs. He gets forward. That's about 4 yards. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Avoid some trouble there. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. On first down, they're going to start out with H.A. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. No gain on the run, and we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Vikings ball. We'll see if they can come up with something here and stave off elimination. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. It's going to be 2nd down. McCarthy throwing here. Has the connection to Wright. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Tight end gets it running forward. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up a 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you'll be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy.
Given the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with the coverage baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 42.
Off on first and 10. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, they stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this 3rd down. Looking to throw, gone. This is complete to Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. It takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying into the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Second and 6 coming up here. shotgun, a give to A.J. And he'll get it up to the 27. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good jump. It was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's McCarthy to throw. It's knocked away. Got in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're left with 4th and short. McCarthy to throw for it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Got Williams, and it's complete. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Running with A.J. and out of the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has a man, it's A.J. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
They'll try the right side with Akers. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short when you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw it. Rolling out to his left. He's running for it. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second down. On the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. Kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They're out and set, 1st and 10. What? Setting up to pass. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Punt team on the field. Jack Fox will kick it away. He has it at the 22. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The visitors and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he takes it in for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has him down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Here he is to throw. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. First and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is hauled in by Peoples-Jones. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He has the first over the middle. And brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Throwing again, it's gone. This will be caught by Cooper. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's gone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To throw. This is complete to Gibbs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A timeout taken here by... Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play.
Is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now gone. That's St. Brown working the sideline. Complete. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. One final shot here. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Vikings emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.